YouTube. I got a little bit of butterflies in my stomach. I ain't been on here in 2 weeks. Hold up though. Damn. YouTube, what's good with it? How y'all been? What's good with all my people, man? I definitely got some serious explaining to do on why I've been gone for 2 weeks. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be completely honest on why I've been gone for 2 weeks. But let me take a sip real quick because it's story time. If you want me to be 100 with you, this don't. How do we know what real water supposed to taste like? That was a crazy question. I'm only saying that because like this water don't taste. This water tastes like fucking silver. Like it don't taste like. I don't know what water actually supposed to taste like, but like it don't taste like no goddamn water. You feel me? But how y'all been though? Like, tell me how y'all been first before I tell y'all how I been. Is that wrong? How y'all feeling? Like, how's everything with y'all, man? Let me know, man. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Drop some shit in the chat, man. Let me know how things been with y'all. Because how things been with me, I'm gonna be completely honest. This do-rag is like dumb small. Like, don't ever go to Kroger's and expect to get a do-rag that's gonna fit, because it's not gonna fit. As y'all can see, I gotta tie it in the front, because if I wrap it in the back, it's gonna be tight, and then, you feel me, my brains fuck around and pop out. So like, that's why I look like this. But how y'all feeling? Me? Um, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Like, um, where do I start? It's like weird now, cause like I ain't been on here in 2 weeks. Y'all know I be consistent, but um, life be lifing. Like there's days where you don't be consistent, but it got to a point where it turned into 2 weeks. You feel me? But it's like you gotta understand that once it surpassed 3 days, oh, it's over, boy. It's gonna run into months, weeks, months, years until you pick that habit back up to doing what you usually was used to doing. But me, good thing is it stopped at 2 weeks. Cause I was supposed to get on here the other day, but you know, I'm still learning and I'm still um becoming who I want to become. You feel me? And that's everything that I want to become. So it's like I've been gone because I was inconsistent. I stopped posting on YouTube. I stopped going live every day and reading to y'all. But that does not mean that I was not consistent outside of YouTube. I've been consistent outside of YouTube. It just I haven't been consistent posting on YouTube. I still read and I still go and I continue to keep on thriving. But through those 2 weeks that I haven't been on here with y'all, I've learned a lot of things as far as myself. You feel me? And I wrote them in my notes because, like, these are just thoughts that just come in my notes. And it's like, okay, this is useful. Like, these thoughts are useful. You feel me? And I was trying to go live on my computer so I can read the notes off my phone. Actually, I think I can still do that. Let me go to my notes on my computer. But all that matters is that I'm back and I'm alive. I told y'all, bro, like if I don't if I don't be on here no more than 2 days, um, contact me, email me, call somebody and ask where the freak he went. Cause like why is he not posting? But I just want to share some thoughts that was in my head that that helps me keep going. Cause y'all know like life be lifing, right? Hold on, I'm about to go get something. Like I said, y'all, life be life, and it's just about who gonna stand, and you feel me, who gonna stand on what they believe. Because I feel like the only reason we fail, not fail, the only reason we fall when shit come to us because we not standing on what we believe in. Like because like if you think about it for real, if you highly believe in something that you doing right, just think about it real quick. Don't even judge. Just think and listen. See, we too busy, you feel me, saying, oh, I'm already hit. Nigga, listen. You not hit because you still, the same shit is still happening to you. I'm trying not to cuss for real. Cause like, it be like teenagers on here. That's like good kids. Cause that's like my audience is like around 14 to like 17, like my cousin's age. And you feel me? That's who I really want to target. But, you know, my audience will grow to reach everybody in every category, age, race, origin, anything. It's gonna reach everybody. But like we walk around thinking we know everything. Make sure y'all tap this tap into all my lives. I'm back on here, man, and I'm not leaving. I'm gonna make a promise to y'all. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm posting every day. The 2 weeks I was gone, I'm gonna post consistently for 2 weeks. And then some. But we walk around thinking we know everything. So like we don't listen to what people gotta say because we think we know. But it's like if you know, why are you not um why are you not acting on what you know? What I'm about to tell you. Why are you not acting on that? You feel me? Why am I seeing you do this and why am I seeing you do this and you know it, right? What's good with it? What's good with it? How you doing? But yeah, like we walk around, you feel me, thinking we know everything, so that's why we don't learn. But as y'all know, I'm still standing on my principles. Like, and that's why going back to the belief shit, it's ever blessed. Uh uh don't tell me. Shakur, that's what it is, right? Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm right. Cause first you told me your other name, then it wasn't your other name. Now you got a different name. You changed your name too, C Wrestling. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it. Bingo. Hey, make sure you like this live. But yeah, back to the belief thing. Like we, okay, I'm gonna divert for a little bit. We walk around thinking we know everything, so like we don't accept what we're being told or accept what we're hearing. We close off because we think we know everything. Stop walking around thinking you know everything because you don't know everything. I don't know shit. That's why I wake up every day learning and reading because I don't know shit, but I'm learning shit. There's a difference. You feel me? But back onto the belief thing, like, let me know in the comments, man, like, when you think of something negatively, how does it make you feel? Like, when you recall on any disempowering thought, how does it make you feel? You feel me? How does that make you feel when you think about it? Circumstances, like when circumstances come and it's not beneficial to you, how does that make you feel? Right? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat when you think of something that's not, it makes you feel bad, right? Look, I'm gonna tell you the key to this shit, bro. I'm not saying I figured it all out, but like we walk around so sad and depressed and assed out because of what we're thinking about. Why don't you switch your thinking into positive thinking? But it's intuitive for us to think negatively because of the world we grew up in. Like soon as you start a project or as soon as you start learning something, you intuitively think, "Oh, I can't do this. Oh, what if this don't work? Oh, uh, it's hard to do this." Like we intuitively think it's negative because of the thinking process. I'm not saying I got this shit figured out, but I'm learning as I go, and I'm learning that you know, as you think, as you think, you will become. Yo, the way you think is the way you act. He said I was depressed in school today too. Why was you depressed? Is it because of the thinking that you was doing today? Because depression don't come from outer things, like outside things. Depression comes from what you're thinking. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It don't come from nothing else but your thoughts and how you perceive things. And I got a lot of shit to talk about, y'all. We back on here, and I'm only sharing experiences that I go through and what I take in, and I just share with y'all. You feel me? Because that's what it's about. It's about bringing value to the people. Come on now. But all right, let's get into it, y'all. So basically, and this is why I read a lot. And this, if you know who Robert Kiyosaki is, the guy that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, he said if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. That's offensive. I'm black. I'm black, and he said that's not really offensive. I'm just being dramatic. My girlfriend broke up with me at school today, and she had a second boyfriend. Didn't even tell me. See, like shit like that. Like my girlfriend broke up with me at school today. She had a second boyfriend and didn't even tell me. Damn. See, like, hey, I feel you on that because, you know, in the world we live in today, these females, I'm not saying all females because I can't speak for all of them, but I'm just going off of experience. Like, females emotionally cheat, right? But men physically cheat. You feel me? Females tell themselves lies that make them cheat, right? They believe because you gotta think the thoughts that they telling themselves they're the only ones hearing it. So if you tell yourself a lie, you're the only one hearing that lie. So then you're gonna act on that lie. So that's why I say they emotionally cheat because they tell themselves things that are not even true, and so that's why they cheat. But I'm not speaking for all women. I don't know how that is, but you know, that's part of the process. That's a part of the puzzle piece. Let me say that. But I would tell you, bro, like I would tell you to um sit with that, meaning like accept that she cheated on you and then move on. But don't force the move on like cuz like with me, when me and my girlfriend broke up, like when you with somebody for so long and then that person isn't with you, you feel the absence of that person. You feel the absence of that person not being there. Like you physically and mentally feel that. You feel me? So when that happened with me and my girl, you know, I was very sad. Like I was sad. I ain't gonna lie. Like it was hurting because I was trying to continue to understand myself, and she broke up with me because of the things that I did. And I don't know if part of her was conditionally loving me, meaning, you know, she wanted me to be this person that I wasn't yet, or she was unconditionally loving me, meaning she loved me through thick and thin, even the mistakes I made. So like I don't know what made her break up with me, but you know, I understood that life happens and you can either dwell on, meaning you can either sit and think about what happened with you and your girlfriend, or you can let the emotions sit and then move past it. You feel me? Like accept that she cheated on you. You feel me? And then move past it because you don't want to go back to a girl that cheated on you. I honestly think it's like going out in front of a car and getting hit by it. You don't want to do that again. You don't want to go back in the road and get hit by a car because it hurt. So you don't want to go back to the same girl that cheated on you because it's gonna hurt. You feel me? So that's what I would tell you. And I tell you like to continue to move forward and stay strong. You feel me? And learn from that experience. See, like we don't get to learn from experiences because we are so much absorbed in the experience instead of being the observer. Because when you observe, you get to get a perspective on how things. It's like a video game. When you observe shit, you sit back and you observing. Like, okay, he just walked through that door. He just went in that door. He over there eating. But if you in it, it's like you trying to look at everything, but it's like you so absorbed in it, you can't observe what it was happening. So you gotta scoot back. Oh, damn, that was not supposed to happen. You supposed to scoot back and observe. But when circumstances come, we are so much in the circumstance. Circumstance is, I learned this from this guy on YouTube. Circumstance means, um, I'm trying to put it how he put it. So basically, when a circumstance happens, it means that you're standing in that event. But just because it's a circumstance don't mean you gotta stand there. Move. Like move out the circumstance. You have the ability to move out that circumstance. You feel me? Like you have that ability to get out of that circumstance. We all go through things in life that we don't desire, right? He said, and I trusted her since I was 14. Um, yeah, I understand that. Like you you trust people to the extent that you think that nothing will ever happen because you have full trust in them. But just because you trust them also means that you know they don't have the ability to harm you still. They can acknowledge that you trust them, but just because you trust her don't mean she won't hurt you. You feel me? Cause and I tell people this all the time. Like the person that you call your bestest friend can wake up one day and say, "Bro, I don't mess with the world no more. I'm cutting everybody off. I'm doing everybody grimy." Like that's how the world works. You feel me? Somebody can wake up on the bad side and just say, "Forget everybody. I'm being fake to everybody." Like this happens and this can happen for male and female. You feel me? But going back to the circumstance thing, like we we go through things in life, you know, events happen in our life that we also don't like, right? So if we don't like the circumstances that happen in our life, we have the ability to move out the circumstance. You know, it's called circumstance for a reason because you're standing in the event, the circumstance. So how about circum move? Circum get out the way. You feel me? Like get out the circumstance, like step aside. You feel me? Cause if you think about it, circumstance comes from the word circle, right? Circle and then stance meaning standing, right? So that means you're embedded in that circle and you're in the middle of that circle. And everything outside of that circle is affecting you. Well, everything inside of that circle is affecting you, and you're in the middle. So that means you taking everything in, and it's gonna cause you to burst. So what you have to do is basically what he was saying is get out of it, move out of it. Because when things happen, we tend to just sit there and freeze. We like, oh shit, like I don't know what to do. Like fuck, like I can't think straight. Like we we go into panic mode. We go into panic mode when things happen in our life and we don't know how to cope with it. And that's why I say we have to read and understand ourselves because when things happen, bro, like we gotta understand how to cope with it, how to handle it. You feel me? That's like what can I use? I can't think of something right now, but yeah, we gotta understand ourselves. Like we think we know ourselves, but we don't. We don't know why we do certain things. We just do it. We do everything automatic. If y'all ever notice that, y'all brush y'all teeth with the same hand. Y'all put y'all clothes on right right foot in, left foot in. Y'all put the shoes on the same. Y'all do. It's an automatic system that we in that we're unconscious of. So like this one book taught me is that we have to break that system and do things opposite. Like because I know a lot of people, like I said, wake up, brush their teeth with the same hand. You feel me? But now if you wake up knowing that you brush your teeth with your other hand, you're gonna break that repetitive system that you was accustomed to doing. You feel me? But what I wanted to share in my notes, this was October 6th that I wrote this. I want to share because I feel like this is so important. Like this is definitely important to me. this was important to me. Like, and it touched me. And I'm gonna just read it. So basically, I said you need today's version of you, right? And just listen. I said we tend to take out the trash even when it's not full. I said to make, and that was parentheses saying that. I'll put that I'll put that in parentheses when I said we try to take out the trash. We try to take the trash out even when it's not full. So I said you need today's version of you to make decisions for the ideal version of yourself you want. Everything about you matters right now, even the smallest things you don't appreciate or acknowledge. And I said we need you for the ideal version. And I said, why won't you accept yourself as you are? And that was a thought in my head. And I'm like I'm not shocked because like things do happen like that in my head that I think about. But like this one was like, damn. So I'm gonna just break this down for y'all. So why shit. I'm gonna break this down and so y'all can understand what it's saying. And I'm gonna interpret things. It says you need today's version of yourself. So you, me, person next to you, person the left to you, in front of you, behind you, you need today's version of you to make the decisions for your ideal version of you for the future. When I say ideal, I'm pretty sure I know what ideal mean. Like the version that you have in your mind of yourself that you want to become. So you need your version today, the version that you also don't like, the version that you also don't appreciate, the version that you also don't acknowledge. You need the version of you today to make the decisions for your ideal self. So what I'm trying to say is, say you want to quit smoking, right? For instance, like your future self wants to quit smoking, right? So who would you need right now in this moment to make that version of you, that future version of you that don't smoke a thing? Who you need? You need you. Nobody else. You can't call on nobody else to help you get this ideal version that don't smoke to happen in real life. That's why I said you need today's version of you to make the decisions for the ideal version of yourself you want. So if you want your future self to stop smoking, you need today's version to say, I'm done smoking. Simple. Am I right or am I right? If you want your future self to be a millionaire, who do you need? You need your today's version to make that decision and say, okay, I'm committed to creating $1 million, and I'm not going to create this $1 million just to spend $1 million. I'm going to create this $1 million to invest this $1 million to grow this to grow it to more and more and more, right? You need today's version. Right? So y'all get the miss of what I'm trying to say. You need today's version for your ideal version because the version of you today has to make the decision for the ideal version of your future self. You can't become the future version of yourself without the help of you. Like you're that, and that's why I said, I didn't read that part, but that's why I said you're essential. And the reason I said you're essential because we need you. When I say we, I'm saying me, you, them. You feel me? We need you. Meaning I need myself right now in this moment to create the ideal version I need of myself. So I'm important because look, the version of me right now is not gonna be the same version um when I'm wealthy. Not when I'm wealthy, but like I'm using that. I didn't want to use that word because I don't like when I said that. But like y'all get the concept. Like the version of you today, right? I'm gonna just use y'all. I'm not gonna use me. I'm gonna say this. Look, the version of you today, right? Say you desire financial freedom, right? You desire it. You say, "Oh, I want financial freedom. I want all my assets to pay for my liabilities," right? So basically, damn, I just lost my train of thought. Damn. So Fuck. All right, so look. Basically, you desire financial freedom, right? So you need your version today. Oh, wait, I wasn't gonna say that. So I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Say you desire financial freedom, right? You desire it. So the version you are today is not gonna be that version when you have the financial freedom. So that's why I say you have to appreciate and acknowledge who you are now, because you won't never be this version again, right? Because if I can be honest with y'all, I wish I would have acknowledged the older version of me, the version that went out to party, to drink, to smoke, to mess with a lot of females. Like, I have memories of that version, but I didn't acknowledge that version. Do I miss that version? It was fun. But the version of me now is, how can I say this? The version of me now is where I'm at because of the decisions that I made. Oh shit. The version of me now is created because of the decisions that my older version made. Oh my. Damn. Listen to what I'm saying. The older version of me, because I can vividly, I'm not gonna, and when I, let me not go on a tangent, bro. Just stick to the script. Okay, so the version of me, right? The older version of me had to make a decision to say, okay, this is what we doing, right? So that older version was essential because it had to make the decision to get to where I'm at now. It's essential. So, and that's why I said we try to take the trash out even when it's not full. Meaning, like, we try to get out the present moment. We try to throw ourselves away when we're not full, when it's not full, when it's not ready to go out yet, right? Because I feel and I highly believe that we have phases in our life that we have to fully engulf and fully complete before we move on. But we try to move forward before we even we try to take the trash out before it even needs to be taken out. So that's why I said, like, you need today's version of you to make the decision for the ideal version of yourself you want. I said we try to take the trash out even when it's not full yet. We try to throw ourselves away even when we need ourselves today. Oh my God, we try to throw ourselves away even when we need ourselves today. Is that a bar or what? I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to. Can I be? What you mean? Make sure you liking the live. Like, if when y'all come into these live, make sure y'all liking and let the algorithm know we here. I appreciate y'all. But I'm saying, like, acknowledge and appreciate the version you are now, because you won't never be this version again. All you will have is memories. You feel me? That's all you will have. So you need today's version of you, right? You're essential. You're important. Tell yourself that, because we we tell ourselves thoughts that beat us down. Like, we actually dig our own graves. You feel me? We actually create our own hell. You feel me? And when I say that, I'm saying, like, when I say create our own hell, like, the thoughts that we are defeated by is basically, you know, living hell. Say I'm wrong, like, that's living hell. We don't, that's living hell. You feel me? Say it's not. Because you're defeated. You've been beaten by your own thoughts. You did that to your own self. And then you go around depressed because of what you told yourself. Because you gotta think, we the only ones hearing what we think about. So if we're the only ones hearing that, don't that mean we're gonna act on that? Because what you think, how you think determines how you act, right? How you think determines how you act. So if I'm telling myself disempowering thoughts, you're gonna think like that. So y'all might be like, okay, so what should I do for overthinkers? Like, how should I fix this? Um, how should I go about this? Like, how can I stop overthinking? How can I appreciate myself more? It's simple. It's very simple. It's not as simple as telling yourself that you're not important. You see how simple that is? Okay, so why don't I tell myself I'm important? Some of y'all might be like, oh, that don't work. How don't it work? You just told yourself you're not important. That was simple. What's the difference? The only difference is I'm telling myself I am important. You feel me? Like, it's that simple. But, you know, it's intuitive for us to think, right? When we hear simple things, it's intuitively, it's intuitive, it is intuitive. Fuck. Like that word, like, oh my God. It's intuitive for us to think that, oh, that's too simple. Like, this shit, it need to be harder than this. Like, that's how we think, bro. Like, when we hear simple answers, when we hear simple problems, we think, oh, nah, that's too simple. That shit need to be hard. What? What? Why are we thinking like this? Like, damn, my lips are so chapped. Like, you feel me? Like, that's how we think. And that's why I be telling y'all, bro. And, you know, people only gonna change if they want to change, right? If you want to see more results, you gotta do more. You gotta take more action. Like, I remember a couple months ago, I'm sitting there like, damn, bro, like, why am I not seeing no results in my life? Like I got all the information, but like, why am I not seeing results? Like outside of my investment, because I definitely take action in my investment. I'm just talking about like just overall. Like I don't know what I was really trying to intentionally like do, but I'm just like, bro, why am I not seeing results? And I think it was mainly in my trading. It was in my trading, actually. Let me say that. It was in my trading endeavor. And I'm like, why am I not? I'm feeling defeated because I'm like, damn, like, bro, I'm not seeing no results. But it's because I wasn't taking action, right? That's it. So what I had to do is say, okay, I had to make a decision and say, this is what I'm doing. And I'm gonna die behind doing this. Like, and I had to cultivate that belief in my mind, and I'm still cultivating it. Like, when you believe something, you gonna stand on that. Period, point blank. Like when you believe in something, you stand on that. You're not gonna move. You feel me? Like we all walk around thinking we tough, but we really not. You feel me? We think we like the world we in, bro. It's like damn, it's fucked. Like it's really fucked right now. Cause like I just see like things that's like I feel like we in a phase right now. Like some of us is thriving and excelling, but some of us is like stagnant. Like we're not moving. We digging our own graves because we think somebody about to come and help us. But let me tell y'all this. This is another thing that I thought about today. I seen it. Like that's the thing. Like we gotta have perspective. We have to. It's a must. Like life is all about perspective, bro. I promise you. Cause once you step back, you gonna be like, whoa, okay. But I feel like people don't. This is another thing I thought too. I feel like people don't want to change because they don't want to take the responsibility. A lot of people say they're not ready to be adults. What happened to I can't wait till I'm an adult? You an adult now? You feel me? But I feel like people don't want to learn because they don't want to take the responsibility that comes with learning. Because once you learn something new, it's like, bro, you gotta do something with it. You got to you have to do something with what you just learned. You feel me? Because our parents didn't grow with the information we got. Like we got so much information that it's gonna change the dynamics of your family financially, right? It's gonna change your family dynamics. You gonna change your family dynamics with this information because your parents ain't never had this. Never. My mom ain't never had the type of information I got. And I got it. And it's a reason for why I got it. So that's why I'm going to use, not going, that's why I'm using it. You feel me? But you got to become a different version of you to You gotta be a different version of you to become what you're supposed to become. And that's why you need the version of you today to make these type of decisions. You need your version today to create these type of habits. You need you. You feel me? You are important. I am important. But we don't think we're important because we walk into different places and they tell us that we less than. But that's not the case. It's just they don't see the value. What is value like? And I thought about this today, like value. What is value? Listen to the word value. You feel me? Like val, like I'm not saying val, but like value. If the word's you in it, you're the value. You feel me? But we ain't gonna go into all that because I will go into that. But you gotta understand you're the value, but we defeat ourselves so much that we just walking in hell right now. And we don't know nothing. Like we walk around thinking we know everything. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. But we walk around thinking I already know that. If you know that, why are you not acting on it? Why don't I like and that's another thing, bro. Like, I don't see how people like I just answered my own question. I know why. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Like, if you see somebody doing something and you see them doing it 7 days a week, you wouldn't want to ask them why they doing it so much. Like, that's like, I'm gonna give y'all an analogy so y'all can picture this. Say, say you at your crib, right? And you look across the street and your neighbor right there, and you see everybody going to your neighbor. You wouldn't be like, what's going on over there? But some people might be like, what's going on over there? Like, I wonder what's going on. I wonder what's going on. Some people might be like, oh, I'm about to go over there and see what's going on. That's the thing in real life. Like, people do things consistently and people don't go over there and ask why, what are they doing? Hey, can you put me onto what you doing? Why don't people ask that? Because I promise you, if I seen somebody consistent like me doing what I'm doing, I promise you I will go to the house and ask, what are you doing? What is it that you do every day, 7 days a week? As soon as you get off work, when you wake up, get off work, when you wake up and do it, like, what is it that you do? But my answer came to me. It's because people don't want to change. People don't want to. People want you to do this. No, what? That was so weird. Like, I was basically feeding the water to myself. People want you to, let me put the bottle down. People want you to, waterfall them. People want you to do this. This is all people want. You trying to wipe my mouth? Like, what do you mean? You trying to wipe my mouth? Wipe your own mouth. But like, that's how shit is, bro. Like, and I'll be telling people, I don't really be telling people no more because I don't really talk to nobody for real. Because like, I'm in a space where the version of me today made the decision to say, okay, I'm not about to be around nobody that's not consistent. Because if you're not consistent, what is that going to, like, if I'm around that, that's like a disease. If you got the flu and I'm around you, I'm going to get the flu. If you're not consistent and I'm around you, I'm not going to get consistent. If you're not patient and you like, fuck, man, this shit not working, like, damn, like, fuck, bro, I'm going to be the same way. Like, I'm not about to be around that. So I told myself that I'm not going to be around them type of people. I made that decision. And even if it's close friends, family, relatives, cousins, I'm not going to be around that because that's not who I want to become. I want to become somebody that's disciplined, consistent, patient, objective, sometimes logical, you know, observe and not full of emotions, right? Like, I want to, like, that's how it is for me. Like, and that's why, like, the version of me that first entered into what I'm doing now, that version had to make the decision, right? And when that person made that version of me made that decision, it made me who I am right now. So it's like a phase. Like, this version of me is about to create this version of me sitting next to me. I'm gonna be like, damn, like damn, you did that. And that's why, like, I acknowledge the version I am today. I appreciate the version I am today because I know this version is going to get me to that ideal version sitting next to me, right? Because you need today's version of you to create and to make the decision for your ideal version. That's the only key to getting there. To say, okay, the future version, I don't want him to smoke. Okay, what does that mean? I want to stop. I gotta stop smoking now. I gotta make the decision. Okay, I'm not smoking because the ideal version don't smoke. If you want to be a millionaire, you gotta make the decision and say, okay, I want to be a millionaire. So today's version gotta say, I gotta be frugal. If you want to invest, you gotta be like, if your ideal version invest, you gotta say, okay, I gotta make investments. I gotta learn investment. I gotta read books on investment. So that person invest. You feel me? It's a phase. Like it's like dominoes. So if you don't change, 5 years you're gonna look the same. It's a domino effect. So, this is just experiences that I go through and that I observe. And I get these thoughts because I'm observing. I'm not absorbing. I'm not reflecting on, oh damn, yesterday this happened. Like this one book taught me, don't bring yesterday's problems into today's day. Because we walk around saying, "Oh, same day, same shit, different day." It's not the same shit. It's not the same. It's not the same. Same shit, different day. It's not the same shit. It's only the same shit because you bringing the shit that happened yesterday into today's day. It should be new day, new opportunity, new day, new experience, new day. Like we gotta change the way we think. Like, but it's gonna be people around you be like, oh, he's trying to be this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Don't be around people that be like, oh, he's trying to be him. What do you mean? Of course I'm trying to be him. I'm not trying to be the version that didn't get me nowhere. I'm not trying to be the version that don't got no results. Like, what do you mean? Yes, I'm trying to be him. Yes, I'm trying to become them or that. Yes, and you see, people are so busy focusing on the person that you. People are so busy. How did that go? People are so focused on who you are not trying to become. I think I said that right. How can I sum this up? Um, if I could say it like this, people don't try to help you create the version you want because they so focused on who you are. They basically saying, "Oh, you can't become him. Oh, he changing. Oh, he think he this. Oh, he think he that." Like I've experienced that, and that shit is real. Like you got motherfuckers that be like, "Oh, he think he that." Like people think it's a crime to change. It's not a crime to change. We just not used to it. You feel me? Cause like you gotta change if you want shit to change. You got to like, and that's what I tell, bro. I remember I seen my friend I went to middle school with. I went to middle school with him. This is a true story, a true ass story, true as fuck, right? And I ain't seen him since probably football season, and that was in high school. That was 3 years, no, 20, that was 2 years ago. True story. I used to work for valet, right? I used to work at, and this was in 2022 when I seen him. And I used to work valet, right? I used to work valet. And so I seen him in the mall. I'm like, what's good with it? He looked different and shit. I'm like, what's good with it? Like, what's up with you? How you been and everything? Like, he was like, yeah, I'm chilling, like, staying out the way, working and shit, the norm. And I'm like, and first thing I say, 'cause guess what I had in my hand? I had this bitch in my, not this book, but I had a book in my hand. You feel me? Like I always approach people. I don't know. I know why this happens. I know why this happens. Because I always want to help people. Because I've seen what it done to me. And that's why it sounds like I'm preaching, but like I'm trying to get you to understand that you can live the life you want to live. You just gotta change. And when I say change in a way that benefits you and your family and your friends. Don't change in a way that be like, oh, I ain't fucking with them. Like, they lame. Like, no. But like, I remember talking to him. I had a book. The first thing I said to him, I said, bro, you read? That's the first thing. I swear to God on everything I love. God can strike me down right now. Like, what the fuck did that God can strike me down? Like, what? Anyways, first thing I said, and after I said that, I said I got some shit that I'm learning. I said, tap in with me. And he said, bet I got you. ain't never tap in. And it's just like if I was in his shoes and I heard that and my perspective was probably different from his, I would have been like, bet, you trying to go do something, like you trying to help me learn it? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, people don't want to learn. Like, I don't see how y'all don't want to learn. Once I started learning this shit, I'm like, this is an everyday thing for me. I promise you, this is 7 days a week. If I do take a day off, I'm probably mad that I took the day off. Meaning from reading, from studying, from executing. Like, I don't get mad, but like, I'll be like, damn, bro, I could be at home right now doing this shit. Like, what the fuck? Why am I out? But I'll be trying to get myself balanced and shit. But I don't need balance right now because I'm not where I want to be. And that's cool. No. That's not cool that I'm not where I want to be. But that's cool that I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out right now. I don't want to do shit but learn, study, and execute. That's all I want to do. I'm young right now, so I'm building this foundation like I said I am. And I'm saying that like that because I'm standing on what I believe and what I'm believing in myself and doing. You feel me? So, moral of the story is I've been gone because this how it goes. I work from day to night, right? Soon as I get off work, I go straight to I shower, I eat if it's food in the crib. If it's food in the crib, you feel me? I eat, and then I get on what I gotta do. You feel me? Cause I'm in this new endeavor and I'm learning some hot shit, y'all. And y'all probably won't see Remedy probably until next year, cause I'm really diving in this shit and it's good and I'm okay. The thing is, like, I'm okay with this taking long because I know the result that's gonna happen. All I'm gonna be happy is that it happened. I don't give a fuck about how long it take because I know it's gonna happen. It's just I gotta continue to show up and be consistent. And that's why I need today's version of me to implement these habits. So when I turn around, I see this other version of me that's reaping what I just planted. Come on now. And like I said, I don't need balance right now. I don't need none of that. Like, people, you only need balance if you got money coming in monthly or if you got more than one income stream coming in. You feel me? What do you mean you need balance? Balance of what? You don't got no money. Like, why you need to be balanced? You feel me? Figure out some shit. So that's why I don't believe in the balance thing. You feel me? I don't believe in it right now, but that balance will definitely come. You feel me? And that's why I love this life shit because I've learned how to really play the game. You feel me? Like, it's systems in this bitch. And all you gotta do is create your system that's profitable. Cause people always say, oh, it's not always about money. Why are you in debt? Why are you going to college for 4 years? Why are you going to work? For money. Like, what do you mean it's not always about money? It's not about money. That's just you don't fuck with money, and that's okay. But me, I like money. Like, I desire money because I know that the money is gonna bring the freedom. And ain't nothing better than time. Ain't nothing better than time, I promise you. If you wake up and get to do whatever you want, I would just visualize it right now. Not for real though, but like, it's not time to play. Like, the world changing, and I'm seeing this motherfucker change. And all I gotta say is, you better create you a circle that's ambition and disciplined and motivated and patient and determined to figure shit out as they go. That's another thing I want to talk about, bruh. Like, I got a lot of shit in my notes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Where's the other one? I had another one today. I wrote this actually yesterday. I like the lie. Hold up, I'm about to share this, cause, bro, where's it at? Oh yeah, this is what I wrote yesterday in my notes. Cause like I had a perspective, and that's why I tell y'all, like, She just called me to get back with me. Boy, you better not answer that damn phone. It's like, nah, I would have answered too. I would have been like, why you cheat on me? What the fuck? It's like, nah. Nah, but look, I wrote in my notes yesterday. I said things come to help you as you go and or start. It says once you start to see things that'll help you efficiently on the endeavor you started. So what I mean by that, cause look, I work in this department where it causes you to operate systems, right? So look, you know me as a human being, learning the the operator. You feel me? So of course I'm new to the department, so I'm going at a slower pace as my employees because my employees been there longer and they found better ways to use the what's it called? Use the operation, right? And how do you think they've learned to use the operation to get the product to the customer faster? Because they started and things came to them because they started. Meaning like, so basically what I'm trying to say is once you start something, you're gonna see things to help you effectively faster to produce what you need to produce out of it. Cause look, so at work yesterday I was doing it, I was using a machine, right? I'm using a cutter machine, right? And I'm like, damn, bro, like I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, they doing it way faster. Like, how can I do this faster to give it to the customers? So then I seen the girl do it. The employee that I work with, I seen her do it. So I'm like, oh, I see how she doing it. And she getting it to the customers fast as fuck. Cause I'm over here doing it like I'm going slow like this because I'm still trying to understand the machine. So then I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so I'm basically saying once you start something, you gonna find ways, or the ways gonna find you to help you produce things faster, to understand things faster, to start things faster, to start things better. We don't know because we don't start. The first thing to doing something is to start something. But we always ask the question, oh, I don't know where to start, oh, I don't know how to start, or it's difficult. Like, if you keep asking, where do I start? You're going to keep asking that for the remaining of the weeks, months, and years. But if you just start, even though you don't know where to start, you've done something. And so so once you start and you keep going, you're going to understand as you go. But you can't understand nothing if you don't start. You feel me? Like, just think about that, right? So if I'm going outside and I'm walking a trail, right, and I don't know where to go, I'm just walking. Sooner or later, I'm going to understand the trail because I've started walking the trail. If that makes sense, you feel me? But we don't learn effective ways to do things because we never started. We never started. That's just like my trading journey. I could have kept asking, where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? But somehow in the motherfucking world, once I started, I things came to me to help me understand it more, to execute more, to learn more. You want to know why? Why did things come to me? Because somehow, in some way, shape, or form, somebody seen that I've started, and now they're providing me with the supplies to excel in this. Like, it's that simple. But like I said earlier, like we tend to hear simple things and try to make them harder. Like that's just how intuitive that we just think like that. That's how we've been conditioned. You feel me? We just been conditioned to think like that. Oh, that's too simple. Like make this harder. Why would I make it harder if it's that simple? But it's just intuitive for us to think like that. So that's why I tell y'all to read. Read, 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 read. Read. It's not that hard to read. It's not. But we know how to scroll and we know how to wake up on our phones instantly and look at TikTok, Instagram, or social media. Like we know how to do that, but we don't know how to read. Like that's ass backwards. We gotta read. And everything that I say to y'all, I do. Ask anybody. Ask my roommate. You can ask my damn dog, even though it don't talk. I do this 7 days a week. And even if I'm confused, frustrated, and I don't know what to do, I still go because I know something in due time is gonna come to me, and that's gonna help me on this journey that I'm excelling on. You feel me? Something's gonna come to me and be like, oh, that don't work no more. Try this. And now I'm presented with a new way to try this new endeavor that I'm doing. It's facts. It happened all the time to me. I promise you. I promise you, it really happened to me. Like I seen it happen, and now I'm seeing results that I'm like, oh, damn, this shit worked. Like, but you know, I tell y'all, man, keep going, and that's why I tell people that I be texting, like the females that I be talking to. Not like I don't talk to females like in the terms of like you know the HOE word. Like these are friend females that I fuck with. You feel me? And you know, they all of them say like I feel like I'm supposed to be higher than where I'm at. I'm like, who's telling you? You the only person that's telling you you not where you need to be, right? But you need today's version of you to make the ideal version of you. You feel me? You need today's version of you to make the ideal version of you. And you can't be mad at yourself because you're not where you want to be. Like use that constructive that constructive criticism to create that version of you. If you feel like you're not where you want to be in life, make the decision right now. You need yourself today to make that decision and say, okay, I'm about to do this, and I'm not gonna stop until I see the result that I see. And that's simple. And it don't even matter how long it takes. It matters that you believe in what you're doing. So now I'm going to continue to do what I'm about to do, and I'm about to do what I believe that I believe in, and I'm going to do it until it happens. Period. Point blank. That's simple. Like, and I can't lie. Like, um, uh through my experiences, you know, we got people in our life that be like, oh, why don't you try this? Or like this and this. Like, you're gonna get people in your life that want you to stop what you doing and say, I'm about to go do what he doing. But if you heartedly believe in what you doing, don't change your vision for nobody, because that almost happened to me. And you start to question yourself and be like, damn, like, should I stop doing what I'm doing because they doing it? They over there doing that. Like, don't do that. Cause I almost did that. And that if I would have stopped what I'm doing, I would have said I would have been fucked up. For real. He said, be a pastor. I'm an influencer. That's what I am. I'm an influencer, not a pastor. You feel me? But yeah, don't stop doing what you're doing because somebody don't see your vision. Cause that almost happened to me. But I've learned that everybody's not gonna see your vision, but they gonna see it when they see the results. Your inbox gonna be flooded like Hurricane Katrina, boy. Like when they see results, are they gonna believe in the vision? But nah, nigga, you should have believed it when I told your ass about it. You feel me? But it's cool because you know I'm about to build a community here soon, and I believe in it. Cause my voice, I feel like my voice is like, I know my voice is essential. Cause it's nothing but God's words coming out my mouth. I ain't gonna lie. Like besides the cuss words and shit. You feel me? But like other than that, like it's God's words. Like these are, but like you gotta accept that people are gonna talk about you. You gotta accept that people are gonna look at you weird. You gotta accept it. But guess what? Guess guess what? They got the same results. You got different results. So keep going. Confusion is gonna happen, but the other side of confusion is clarity. Frustration and madness is gonna happen, but the other side of that is joy. You know, you're gonna be emotionally hurt, but when that joy come, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, that shit feel good." Cause joy wouldn't feel good if it wasn't for pain. Tell me it wouldn't. Crying, smiling laughing wouldn't feel good if it wasn't for crying. Did I say that right? Crying wouldn't feel good if it wasn't for laughing. So we need these dualities. We need these things. We need these things that bring us down. So when we hit the high shit, we're gonna be like, thank God I'm out that shit, man. It's like shit. You feel me? But like, even in times of uncertainty, bruh, keep going. Like, and I tell myself this all the time, and I keep going. I promise you. That's like if you wake up today and you say it's a good day. It's gonna be a good day today. I promise you, you're gonna have a good ass day. I swear to God, I did that shit the other day. Like I always do it, but like I got back onto saying it, and I'm like, bro, I had a great ass day. I swear to God, I did. Like I can get hit by a train right now if I'm lying. I'd be crazy if a train came in this bitch, cause I literally live right here behind the train track. That would be wild as fuck. Like for real. Like nigga, you just lied and I'm about to hit you. But nah, that's not the case though. But for real, like it's just about telling yourself shit. Like if you could tell yourself that you're not important, then you're not gonna feel important. But if you tell yourself that you are important, you're gonna feel important as fuck. So why don't you tell yourself things that you want to be? Tell yourself you're a millionaire. If you want to be a millionaire, tell yourself you're a millionaire. Stop telling yourself you broke. You're not broke. You just don't got the knowledge. That's all that is. You're not broke. You feel me? You're not. Like, I promise you, you're not. But like, we try to make simple things hard. You feel me? That's all we try to do. Like, and get up and try and learn something. Like, I'll be telling my mom this shit too, bruh. I'll be telling her, like, hey, like, and she noticed it too, that, you know, this a different version of Tay-Woo. Like, she noticed it. You feel me? She know. But you don't see her criticizing me because she know that it's for the better. But you got friends. That's the difference, because your parents love you unconditionally and your friends got conditional love on you. You not this image in their head no more, so they don't even fuck with you no more. That's how that shit go. But like, what I'm doing is for the better. And it's not for y'all to like. You feel me? It's not for y'all to do all this. The best thing y'all probably gonna do is judge, and that's fine. I didn't know you went to school for to be a judge. You feel me? Where your degree at? But bro, be around people that's motivated, disciplined, consistent, and determined, and got strong belief. Cause that's what I'm cultivating in myself every day. I'm telling myself that, you know, I'm believing. I believe in what I'm doing. I'm standing on what I'm doing. I believe it's gonna work. I know it's gonna work. You feel me? You gotta tell yourself this, because if you can tell yourself a negative thing, why can't you tell yourself a positive thing? And we walk around just beaten down. We walk around like this. Walk around like this. Like, sit your ass up. The fuck you doing, bruh? It's all gonna make sense. You know? Life is, you know, unknown. We don't know shit about it. All we know is what we know. That's all we know. But soon, you know, the thing is about this YouTube, I don't have to go look for the subscribers. The subscribers gonna look for me, because you know this saying, when the student ready, the teacher appear. And that's facts. The student just gotta be ready. And when they ready, they gonna come to this live. But the student don't never get ready. That's why the teacher don't appear. You feel me? The student gotta be ready. The student ain't ready. That's why the teacher ain't come. I'm ready. It's not about being at the right place at the right time. It's not about being, you feel me, it's not about being in the right place at the right time. It's not. It's not. You feel me? You gotta be the right person at the right place at the right time. But we don't know nothing. We gotta learn. We gotta learn. Hey, you lucky I'm on YouTube, boy. Nah. Hell nah, boy. You crazy. I, boy, you crazy. I'm just handsome as fuck. That's what that is. Cheers, though, my boy. You done already?
Yeah, was it fast?
Seemed like it. Bro, what? What is you on? Nigga, you said. Like, what? The hell is you on today, bro? Ooh, strawberries. Hey, whose strawberries is these? Make sure these motherfuckers not old. Bro, ain't none in this. Ain't none in this motherfucking fridge. Ain't got it. He said, what he say? He said, ain't got no sugar, ain't got no butter. How we got? Are you about to eat my strawberry? Hey, bro, you on some other shit tonight, boy. You might, yeah, I don't know what you on tonight. Bruh, I'm about to eat some rice. I'm about to eat some rice and sugar right now. If you don't put sugar in your rice, then I don't know what the heck you're doing. You look. Hey, bro, I wish I could go live with you, bro. Hold up, let me see. You on some wild shit, bro. How you? I wonder if you can go live. Can I go live with you? Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because you was, I was about to say, boy, you on some other shit. Bro, I only ate one fucking meal today. I ain't gonna lie. It all makes sense one day eventually. I guess so. Granny said happening is meant to be, just let go. He said, but I got the do rag like this, but it's small as hell. So that's why it look like a damn bow tie on top of my head. But that's why my do rag like that. It all makes sense one day eventually. Uh-oh. We see it touch that level, boy. He said, I didn't even peep you said this. Bro, he is weird. Oh, you on some other shit, bro. For real. Bro, I didn't even peep you said this. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? Why you on that shit, bro? Shakur, you was never on this. Why you on this? Why you on this shit, bro? We're uh-oh. Where my other supporter at? You said that you like Popeyes at KFC. Uh Popeyes. 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 Popeyes biscuits is them bitches be busting. You gotta get you gotta get the honey though with the Popeyes. Hey, when y'all get on these lives, bro, make sure y'all tapping the like button and let the algorithm know we here. Cause I don't think y'all should be on here if y'all not tapping the like button. Like, all y'all gotta do is thumbs up it. Can you Popeyes biscuit? Bro, it's the other shit. Bro. Hey, you sus. I don't know why I'm laughing. That was so fruity. Bro said, can you Popeyes biscuit? Bro, it's crazy. Hey, though, make sure y'all rewatch this because it was some hot shit. Y'all ready, though? You already know what we're finna get in. Oh, my gosh. You already know what we finna get into. Hey, y'all niggas need to tap in. Y'all niggas need to tap in. I know y'all remember this shit right here. Shakur, how you say your name again? Shakur? I'm gonna just call you S. I'm gonna just call you S. What's the nickname? Y'all remember this motherfucker right here. We ain't done. For suck. Bro, what? What is you on? You trolling bad. I'm trolling with the food. All right, you trolling. Trolling bowling. Damn. Bro, my fucking lip. Ah! Fucking bug just went by my ear. You sucking on ice. Nah, eating ice. But I'm about to, you already said, I, uh, I ain't, excuse me. That was so bad. Oh my God. Hey, girl. Never, never. Look at her. Oh, she tooting that thing. Toot that ass up there, Nick. Nova. Nova. Look at my dog, Nova. My dog. What's good? It all makes sense one day eventually. Big Nova. Big Nova. Nova. Hey, that's my dog. It all makes sense one day eventually, I guess so. All I really want to do, for real, is eat some food. Get your ass down. Big Nova. Look at this. Real stupid. Real giver. I'm gonna tell y'all. This one, this one, this one, this one gonna get you right. This one, this is. These my little notes that I just. Oh no, the gay cops. Call the cops. You got that white stuff. Bro, what is you on, bruh? Big Nova. Big Nova. Big stepper. Big dripper. Why you in my room, Nick? I didn't tell you to sit. Why you in here? Come here, nigga. Give me Paul. Paul. Good girl. Who's a good girl? Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. Wanna smoke some weed? Wanna smoke some weed? Wanna smoke some weed? Wanna smoke some weed? Smoke some weed? Wanna smoke some weed? You wanna smoke some weed? Go. Look, dogs don't even know what the fuck you saying. Dogs don't even know. Last time I ate some ice, I broke a tooth. They always just think and be like, fuck. I don't really be tripping. I got work for real. Cause I ain't gonna be working for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be working, but like for myself. Not no damn employer. I mean damn if I think you got coke. Oh, that's what you was asking. You got that white stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about, that white stuff? What the fuck? All right, in like 3 minutes, we about to go read a chapter. I'm gonna read a chapter to y'all. A S Shakur, bro, stop. Get off that trolling shit, bro. We here to learn. We ain't here to troll. We can troll when we up 100 million. We ain't up 100 million yet. We can't troll right now. You feel me? Look at her. Damn, what? What? Appreciate you, man. Why this nigga send a heart? This nigga sent a pink heart, not a red one. You could have sent a black one or something, nigga. Nigga sent a pink heart. Oh, I gotta wash my clothes. Let me read first and then I can wash my clothes. This is my closet. I never showed you my closet. Y'all ain't look. I know y'all ain't never seen these because y'all ain't from Dayton, Ohio, boy. Yeah, them real diamonds. I want to eat my bro. Come on, like for real, you trolling? Nova. Are we about to read though? Nova, you either coming in or coming out. Wait, you either coming in or coming out. That don't make sense. What? I can't play right now, Nova. I gotta read to my people. This the real money right here. Y'all talk about y'all want to get some money. Nigga, what? This nigga, what? This y'all ain't never seen no nigga do that. Nigga, that's the real money. Y'all wanna really look like I'll be feeling out of place when I ain't been to Barnes and Nobles. I ain't the last time I've been to Barnes and Nobles was I went 2 times this year. I went in January, and then I think I went in like March, April. But I'm just I'm just thankful that the old version of me made this decision to pick up a book and read. And look what the fuck the old version done. Cause I wouldn't be here if the old version didn't make that decision. You feel me? Cause I had a desire to I don't think I necessarily had a desire to change, but I was in a place where when that all happened, I had broke up with my girlfriend had broke up with me. My twin brother he moved to college, and my mom and dad got a divorce. So like, what really caused me to change and to pick up a book? Like, what was it? I can't really think of why did I pick up a book? Like my friend said, "Hey, I got this. This the first book he gave me. This the first book I. This not the first book I gave that I read, but I read these the two books he gave me. He gave me he gave me this book, and then he gave me Think and Grow Rich. First two books, and this was actually the first book I read, and this the first book I read in 2021. At the end of 2021, I read this book. I'm gonna see if I got any underlining. I can't. I remember the first book I read, nigga. The first one. I remember too. I remember. I don't remember the book though, cause it's. I read this in 20. That was the first book I ever read, and then, boy, I got up here. Look at this is a this is success to me. Like this, I'm proud of myself. I can tell you that I'm proud of myself. I grew up poor, but that's just the way it is. I grew up broke, but I'm dying rich, nigga. You feel me? I growing up it was poverty. You feel me? But dying ain't gonna be no poverty. It's gonna be generational wealth, boy. I love reading. I can tell I underline like a bitch. Oh my gosh. I love reading. This is money, nigga. Y'all love to show that money, but oh, hold up. I'll be like this, nigga. The real money, nigga. I gotta tell you how to get the money, cause that's what I'm doing. Sorry, okay, I'm sorry you blocked me. You know what God said. God said He would like to kiss you. Bro, I didn't even see these messages. I had to scroll down. Sorry, okay, I'm sorry you blocked me. You know what God said. God said He would like to kiss you. You funny. All right, y'all. No more trolling, for real. No more trolling. We about to read. Cause look, I'm gonna read this to y'all, and then we're gonna read the economics tomorrow after I get off work. Cause like I said, we need to learn the economics. We need to learn the systems. How you gonna live in a place and you don't know how it works? That's like driving a car and you don't even know how to drive it. What the fuck? That's ass backwards, man. Make sure y'all tapping in live. I keep seeing people come in this live. Like, you either stay, what your mom say growing up? You either gonna stay in the house or you gonna go outside. Which one? You gonna either stay in my live or get out my live. Ain't no back and forth. If you don't wanna learn, get off my live. Period, point blank. I don't need you on here. I'm not even trying to attract the people that don't wanna learn. What the fuck? I don't wanna attract nobody that don't wanna learn. Better get off this live. Better get off this live, boy. I don't need y'all boys. I need the people that want to learn. Y'all other people say it in a girl voice. Y'all need to get the fuck off this live. He said, say it again. I'm gonna say it in the girl voice. Damn, it's 10 o'clock. I love my eyes. I ain't gonna. This scar right here, like right here in the middle of my head, I I got How did this one happen? I got two stitches. I got one right here. Hold up. I got one right here because I ran into a wall. I remember when I ran into the wall, I was like 6 when I lived in Dayton. I ran into the wall. It was like a corner of the wall. I ran into it and I had stitches. And then I got tripped. There's one right here. You see that line? Stitches, and then I got stitches. I didn't know my eyes was this color. I always thought that black people had black eyes. He said cuss in that girl voice. Bro, are you a girl? Before the year over, I'm gonna make a goal to reread all these books. All right, we about to read, y'all. My hands feel dry. All right, I'm gonna read yesterday's chapter too because that's important. Cause look, yesterday's chapter was like, damn, it was good. So this is yesterday's chapter. I'm gonna read yesterday's chapter and then today's chapter, and then I'm off here. Wealth, this is what we about to read. Wealth is what you don't see. Spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. Remember that. Because I'm reading this, you know, remember, spending money to show people you got money, that's the fastest way. See, like, we live in a world that says, if you ain't showing it, you ain't got it. That's a lie, because I ain't never showed it. And guess what? I ain't never showed it. What you mean? I'm not showing y'all nothing. The hell y'all need to see this for? I don't like y'all that much. For real. But let's get it. Chapter 9. Wealth is what you don't see. Right? Let's get into it. It say, money has many ironies. Wait, let me slow down. Money has many ironies. Here's an important one. Wealth is what you don't see. Right? That's what the chapter is talking about too, right? So the first page, it says, wealth is what you don't see. Some of y'all might be like, what does he mean? Wealth is what you don't see. Like, wealth is what you don't see. Wealth is what you don't see. That's what he said. It say, my time as a valet was in the mid 2000s in Los Angeles when material appearance took precedence, meaning it outweighed everything, right? But oxygen. So it says, my time as a valet was in the mid 2000s in Los Angeles when material appearance took precedence over everything but oxygen. It says, if you see a Ferrari driving around, you might intuitively assume the owner of the car is rich. So I know when y'all see Bugattis, Lamborghinis, all that shit, y'all might think, oh, he's rich, he got money. That's intuitive for us to think that when we see somebody drive a nice car, we automatically and intuitively think that they rich. That's what we think. We think that because they got this fast car. But let me tell y'all gotta unlearn everything that they told you. But it says, if you see a Ferrari driving around, you might intuitively assume the owner of the car is rich, even if you're not paying much attention to him. So when he's saying that, even when you're not paying much attention to him, because you're most likely paying attention to the car, not the dude that's driving the car. But you automatically assume that the dude driving the car is rich, but you not paying attention to him because the car is so amazing to you. He said, can I ask you a question? Yeah, what's up? It say, if you see a Ferrari driving around, you might intuitively assume the owner of the car is rich, even if you're not paying much attention to them. But as I got to know some of these people, I realized that wasn't always the case. Many were mediocre successes who spent a huge percentage of their paychecks on a car. I remember a fellow we'll call Roger. He was about my age. I had no idea what Roger did, but he drove a Porsche, which was enough for people to draw assumption. Oh my gosh. I appreciate you, bro. And that's not a question. That was not a question. So, bro, Shakur, you knocking me off right now, bro. Chill out. Hold the trolling for tomorrow. It says, I remember a fellow, we'll call him Roger. He was about my age. I had no idea what Roger did, but he drove a Porsche, which was enough for people to draw assumption, right? It say, then one day Roger arrived in an old Honda, same the next week and the next. So some of y'all might be like, how did Roger go from a Porsche to a Honda, right? How did he? Because remember, what does the chapter say? It's what the chapter say. It say, wealth is what you don't see. It says, spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way. So what do y'all think Roger did? He was spending money to show people who he had it. So he lost the money. He had less of it. Because look, it say wealth is what you don't see. It says spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. So the reason Roger went from driving a Porsche to driving a Honda because he was spending money that he didn't have to spend. Why would you spend money that you don't have to spend to show people that you have it? Like that's not common sense. But I'm saying the society we live in, bruh, they want you to spend, 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 not invest in your mind and invest in yourself and invest in assets. Because you got to understand, when you spend, you not getting no return on your money. But when you invest, you get a return on something. Come on now. Think and learn. Did you see it? So look, hey, for Shakur, you trolling. Come on. Do you want to learn? If you don't want to learn, you got to bounce. That sounds so wrong. Nah, for real though, like, come on. Look, Shakur, I know you like 15, 16, but like, how old are you? Then you say you was like, I think you said you like 14, 14, 15. You one of those ages. But this can still apply to you. Because I don't know them, but, it's 13-year-olds out here that's millionaires. If you could be one. Are you 14? You my little cousin's age. And I'll be talking to him like I talk to you. I ain't gonna lie. Because he need that guidance, you feel me? Like, he need to know what to do and what not to do. Because if you don't got guidance, you're going to just do anything. And then you're going to end up, you know, how you end up. But if you got somebody that been through what you about to go through, you need to pay attention to him. You feel me? So look, we talking about Roger, right? Because Roger, he had a car, he had a Porsche, but it says then one day Roger arrived in an old Honda. It say same the next week and the next. It say what happened to Roger? It said what happened to your Porsche? I asked. It was repossessed, meaning they took it. It say after defaulting on his car loan, he said, meaning he didn't pay his car loan. It say there was not a morals of shame. He responded like he was telling the next play in the game. Every assumption you might have about him was wrong. Los Angeles is full of Rogers. So y'all might be like, what does that mean, Los Angeles full of Rogers? So he's basically saying there's a lot of people in Los Angeles that spend money to show people they got it. You feel me? There's a lot of people like that. That's why he said there's a lot of people in Los Angeles full of Rogers. Because what people do is spend money that they don't have just to show people they got money and they can buy things. And then behind the curtains, they can't even afford half of this. Now they working double time and to pay this debt down. You feel me? But y'all gotta understand, we don't always gotta spend money. You feel me? We don't always got to. But the people we around also dictates if they influence you to spend your money. Cause you gotta think, if you're around people that influence you to spend your money, bro, you better pray to whoever you believe in. You better pray that they're around when you don't got that money. Cause shit, that's just backwards. You feel me? But continue to learn. It say someone driving $100,000 car might be wealthy, right? Someone driving $100,000 car might be wealthy, but the only data point you have about their wealth is that they have $100,000 less than they did before they bought that car, right? Oh my God, I hate when my head itch. Fuck. I hate this shit. I hate this shit. But it says someone driving $100,000 car might be wealthy, right? It says, but the only data points you have about their wealth is that they have $100,000 less than they did before they bought the car, or $100,000 more in debt. It said that's all you know about them. It said we tend to judge wealth by what we see. It say because that's the information we have in front of us, right? It say we can't see people's bank accounts or brokerage statements, so we rely on outward experiences to gauge financial success. Cars, homes, Instagram photos. It's a modern capitalism makes helping people fake it until they make it a cherished industry, right? It's a but the truth is that wealth is what you don't see. It's a wealth is the nice cars not purchased, the diamonds not bought, the watches not worn, the clothes foregone, and the first class upgrade decline. It's a wealth is financial assets that haven't yet been converted into the stuff you see. So like you got some people that say, I want $1 million, right? And you got some people that say, I want to be wealthy, right? But you gotta understand, people might only want $1 million just to spend $1 million. And then you got people that want $1 million to build wealth and to grow that $1 million to $3 million to $4 million. You know, it's two different things. It's a that's not how we think about wealth because you can't contextualize what you can't see. It says singer Rihanna nearly went bankrupt after overspending and sued her financial advisor. It said the advisor responded, was it really necessary to tell her that if you spend money on things, if you spend, it says the advisor, this was Rihanna, the singer advisor told her. So her financial advisor told her this. Was it really necessary to tell her that if you spend money on things, you will end up with the things and not the money? So if my financial advisor came in court and said that, boy, I would have beat the brakes off him. How you gonna be my financial advisor for my benefit and tell me was it necessary to tell me if you spend money on things you would end up with the things and not the money? That's facts, but why wouldn't you tell me that? Because some people might need that. But he said you can laugh and please do, but the answer is yes. People do need to be told that. It say when most people say they want to be a millionaire, what they might actually mean is I like to spend $1 million. And that is literally the opposite of being a millionaire. Y'all heard that? I'm gonna reread that. This for the people that wasn't listening, you know. It say when most people say they want to be a millionaire, what they might actually mean is I'd like to spend $1 million. And that is literally the opposite of being a millionaire. You can't be a millionaire and spend $1 million. You can't. You're not a millionaire then. You spent $1 million. You was probably a millionaire for like a month or two, but you're not a millionaire no more. right? It say investor Bill once wrote, "There is no faster way to feel rich than to spend lots of money on really nice things." It say, "But the way to be rich is to spend money you have and to not spend money you don't have. It's really that simple." I'm gonna underline that because I didn't. That's important. I'm gonna reread that though for y'all. It says, "But the way to be rich is to spend money you have and to not spend money you don't have." So that's the way to be rich. If y'all wanna, a lot of people wanna get rich quick, but I tell people like, you wanna get rich quick to show people that you got it. That's what you really want. You don't wanna get rich because this and this. You wanna get rich to show people, hey, I'm rich. I can buy this. You don't got this. Like, that's bad intention, if you ask me. But, you know, I can't say who am I because, like, but it is excellent advice, but it may not go far enough. The only way to be wealthy is to not spend the money that you do have. It's not just the only way to accumulate wealth. It's the very definition of wealth. It said we should be careful to define the difference between wealthy and rich. It is more than systematics. It said not knowing the difference is a source of countless poor money decisions. It say rich is a current income. Someone driving $100,000 car is almost certainly rich because even if they purchase the car with debt, you need a certain level of income to afford the monthly payment. It say same with those who live in big homes, right? It say it's not hard to spot rich people. They often go out their way to make themselves known. It say, but wealth is hidden. It's income not spent. Wealth is an option not yet taken to buy something later. Its value lies in offering you options, flexibility, and growth to one day purchase more stuff than you could ever right now. So what he's saying is rich people make themselves known. Like you can spot a rich person easily, right? Easily. Just by the outward things that you see. Cause it say back here it say, where is it at? It says we rely on outward appearances, right? So you can only tell if somebody is rich by the outward things that you see. But he say wealth is hidden. It's income not spent. Wealth is an option not yet taken to buy something later. It said its value lies in offering you options, flexibility, and growth to one day purchase more stuff than you could right now. See, we tend to like try to get this money quick so then we can buy the things quick. I tell people like the dealership is gonna continue to make the cars, the purses. If y'all trying to get females, but the females gonna come along with the money. But I feel like you shouldn't be focused on these females. Like find you a good woman. You feel me? I sound like a dad, but like that's I'm not trying to get no. I'm not. I look. This the thing with our generation. These motherfuckers be out here, right? Trying to be with 8 different females, but only got one source of income coming in. That's that don't make sense to me. It don't. How you gonna have more females than income? You feel me? Like you worrying about who you about to hop on tonight, but you not trying to figure out how you can bring money in. That's like what? That's a what the fuck? What the fuck? You feel me? Like, but our priorities is messed up, right? But we're gonna get back to reading. It say diet and exercise offer a useful analogy. It says losing weight is notoriously hard, even among those putting in the work of vigorous exercise. It says in his book, The Body, Bill Bryson explains why. One study in America found that people overestimate the number of calories they burn in a workout by a factor of 4.
It said they also then consume on average about twice as many calories as they had just burned off. It said the fact is you can quickly undo a lot of exercise by eating a lot of food, and most of us do, right? It says exercise is like being rich. You can't, it says exercise is like being rich. You think I did the work and I now deserve to treat myself to a big meal. Wealth is turning down the treat meal and actually burning net calories. It's hard and it requires self control, but it creates a gap between what you could do and what you choose to do that occurs to you over time. It said a problem for many of us is that it is easy to find rich role models. It's harder to find wealthy ones because, by definition, their success is more hidden, right? It says there are, of course, wealthy people who also spend a lot of money on stuff. It said, but even in those cases, what we see is their riches, is their richness, not their wealth. It said we see the cars they chose to buy, and perhaps the school they chose to send their kids to. It said we don't see their savings, retirement accounts, or investment portfolios. It said we see the homes they bought, not the homes they could have bought had they stretched themselves thin, right? It say the danger here is that I think most people deep down want to be wealthy. They want freedom and flexibility, which is what financial assets not yet spent could give you. So he's saying you can have the freedom and flexibility, right? But you have to have financial assets that you have not spent, right? That can give you that. Because the financial assets that have not been spent can give you the freedom, the flexibility. It says, but it is so ingrained in us to have money is to spend money that we don't get to see the restraint it takes to actually be wealthy, right? It say, and since we can't see it, it's hard to learn about it, right? Because if you can't see something, you won't know how to use it or learn about it. Bruh. All right then, be safe. He fried. It say people are good at learning by imitation, meaning like people learn by seeing other people doing it, right? If you in a friend group, right? He fried, bro. Why did he say that? Hey, he funny though. Um, if you in a friend group, if I'm sorry, bro. He funny. He said later, cute, sexy self. He funny as hell. But if you notice that, like, when you with somebody for so long, you start picking up they lingo because by imitation. And it says right here, it says people are good at learning by imitation. So if you haven't seen or been around a wealthy person, you can't imitate wealth. But if you around somebody that spends a lot of money, you can imitate spending a lot of money. If you're around people that mess with a lot of females, you're gonna start messing around with a lot of females because people learn by imitation, right? They said I know what I was doing. So it say, but the hidden nature of wealth makes it hard to imitate others and learn from their ways. After he died, Ronald Reed became many people's financial role models. He was lionized in the media and cherished on social media, but he was nobody's financial role model while he was living because every penny of his wealth was hidden, even to those who knew him. It said, imagine how hard it would be to learn how to write if you couldn't read the works of great authors. What would you do? I know. What would you do, Ramos? It says, right? It says, imagine how hard it would be to learn how to write if you couldn't read the works of great authors. It says, who would be your inspiration? Who would you admire? Whose nuanced tricks and tips would you follow? It would make something hard. It would make something that is already hard even harder. It say it's difficult to learn from what you can't see. right? Remember that it's difficult to learn from what you can't see. So that's why people always say, like, even like people that is successful, they say when you want to start something, learn it from somebody that's already doing it, because people are good at learning by imitation. That's why they always recommend that you start from somebody that's already done and that is thriving in that field that you want to do, because it's difficult to learn from what you can't see. And if you can see what people are doing, it's going to be easy, right? It says, would help explain why it's so hard for many people to build wealth. It said the world is filled with people who look modest but are actually wealthy, and people who look rich who live in a. It says, I'm gonna reread that. It said the world is filled with people who look modest but are actually wealthy, and it says, and people who look rich who live at the razor's edge or insolvency. It say keep this in mind when quickly judging others. Success and goal set and setting your goals. It say if wealth is what you don't spend, what good is it? It say will less convince you to save money. It says Lil Nas. Right, why is he trolling? Did I read this one already? Yeah, I read this. All right, so now we on. I just wanted to read the chapter that I read today, but now we on this chapter, reasonable and rational. It say aiming to be mostly reasonable works better than trying to be coldly rational. See, like the thing with me, I'm very logical. Like things gotta be like it gotta make sense. Like I gotta have all the details. But like that's not sometimes good, because like that will stop me from going or starting something, because if I think I don't have all the details, then it's gonna be like, damn, like I can't start because I don't have it. So I'm saying this to say, if you don't have all the details and you got something to start with, start. You feel me? I got my brain, my hand, and my eyes and my ears, so I can start. Either way, if I don't have the full details, but that's a part of the puzzle. You feel me? I would. Bro, I thought you was leaving. Go to bed. Don't you got school tomorrow? Do your parents know you do this? I'm about to tell your mama. It's a reasonable, rational. It says aiming to be mostly reasonable works better than trying to be coldly rational. All right, that's what we about to read. How many pages is this book got? This motherfucker got 200 pages. Jeez. It's all good though. We learning. It say you're not a spreadsheet. You're a person, a screwed up emotional person. Damn, damn. That just like you just called me a screwed up emotional person. Damn. How do y'all feel about that? He just told us you're a person, a screwed up emotional person. I just wanted to see something. Yeah, he just called us a screwed up emotional person. It said it took me a while to figure out. It says it took me a while to figure this out. But once it clicked, I realized it's one of the most important parts of finance. It's a with it comes something that often goes overlooked. It says, do not aim to be coldly rational when making financial decisions. Aim to it says aim to just be pretty reasonable. Reasonable is more realistic, and you have a better chance of sticking with it for the long run, which is what matters most when managing money. It say to show you what I mean, let me tell you the story of a guy who tried to cure colitis with malaria. I didn't fart. That was my arm. I swear to God. All right, so he's basically saying so if you want to learn about investing and stuff, he's saying it's better to be reasonable because you are more realistic and have better chances of sticking with the plan rather than being logical, right? It's okay to be reasonable. It says reasonable is more realistic and you have a better chance of sticking with it for the long run, right? It say Julius was a 19 it say Julius was a 19th century um citrician. I'm gonna just say citrician. I think that's what it say. So Julius was a 19th century citrician with two unique skills. So Julius had two unique skills. Remember that. It say he was good at recognizing patterns, right? And what others saw as crazy, he found merely bold. It say his specialty was patients with severe neutrophilisis, then a fatal diagnosis with no known treatment. It say he said he began noticing a pattern. Syphilis patients tended to recover if they had the added misfortune of having prolonged fevers from an unrelated alignment. It's a Julius assumed this was due to a hunch that had been around for centuries, but doctors didn't understand well. It's a fevers play a role in helping the body fight infections. I didn't know that. It's a fevers play a role in helping the body fight infections. I didn't know that. So a fever is a good thing. It's letting me know that my body is fighting. It say so he jumped to the logical conclusion. It say in the early 1900s, Julius began injecting patients. He began injecting patients with low-end strains of thyroid, malaria, and smallpox to trigger fevers strong enough to kill off their syphilis. This was as dangerous as it sounds, right? It says some of his patients died from the treatment. He eventually settled on a weak version of my lyra since it could be effectively countered with quinine after a few days of bone rattling fevers. So the reason I don't these words, I definitely gotta write them down. Remember, y'all, if y'all don't know a word, all you gotta do is this: go in the back and write them down. That's how you expand your vocab. But I'm gonna definitely write these down because I don't know none of these hospital words. So basically, so the patients he was dealing with had some type of disease, right? And he was being logical, and he um he was being logical, and he said, "Why don't I just inject these patients with these things to trigger these fevers long enough to kill off the disease?" That's why he did it, because he was being logical. But the results was some of his patients died from being too logical. So it says after some tragic trial and error, his experiment worked. It say Julius reported that 6 in 10 Salifans patients treated with malaria therapy recovered compared to 3 in 10 patients left alone. He won a Nobel Prize in medicine in 1927. It said the organization today notes the main work that concerned Julius throughout his working life was the endeavor to cure mental disease by inducing a fever, right? It say Damn, these are some hospital ass words. It say penicillin eventually made malarial therapy for syphilis patients obsolete. Thank God. It say, but Julius, I'm trying my best to say these words, y'all. But I'm gonna just reiterate the story in my language. It say, but Julius is one of the only doctors in history who has not only recognized fever's role in fighting infection, but also prescribed it as a treatment. So he prescribed fevers, right? He said, hey, you need a fever, right? That's what he said. It say fevers have always been as feared as they are mysterious. Yeah, growing up, oh, I got a fever. Are you sick? Nah, that's not what it is. Fevers have always been as feared as they are mysterious. It say ancient Romans worshiped Phoebus, the goddess who protected people from fevers. It say illuminates were left at temples to place it her, hoping to starve off the next round of shivers. It say, but Julius was onto something. Fevers are not accidental. It say they do play a role in the body's road to recovery. It said we now have better, more scientific evidence of fever's usefulness in fighting infections. It say a 1 degree increase in body temperature has been shown to slow the replication rate of some viruses by a factor of 200. It say numerous investigators have identified a better outcome among patients who display fever. One NIH paper writes, the Seattle Children's Hospital includes a section on its website to educate parents who may panic at the slightest rise in their children's temperature. Fevers turn on the body's immune system. They help the body fight infection. So for all y'all people that's scared of fevers, they're good. We're good. We're safe. You know, we need that. You're good. You can come through. Like, fever, you can come through. I'm ready. It's one of those. It's a fevers turn on the body's immune system. They help the body. They didn't say they kill the body. They help the body. They help the body fight infection. They say normal fevers between 100 and 104 are good for sick children, right? They're good for sick children. It say, but that's where the science ends and reality takes over. Fever is almost universally seen as a bad thing. They're treated with drugs like Tylenol to reduce them as quickly as they appear. Despite millions of years of evolution as a defense mechanism, no parent, no patient, few doctors, and certainly no drug company views fevers as anything but a misfortune that should be eliminated, right? Did you read it? Read what? So it says, right? It says, these views do not match the known science, right? It says, one study was blunt. Treatment of fever is common in the ICU setting and likely related to standard dogma rather than evidence-based practice. Howard Markel, director of the Center for the History of Medicine, once said of fever phobia, these are cultural practices that spread just as widely as the infectious diseases that are behind them. Why does this happen? If fevers are beneficial, why do we fight them so universally, right? If they are so, if fevers are beneficial, what he's saying, why do we fight them? It's say, I don't think it's complicated. Fevers hurt, and people don't want to be hurt. That's it. That's the only reason we fight fevers because they hurt, and we don't want them to be upon us. That's why we fight them universally. right? But we grew up thinking fevers are bad. You feel me? We grew up thinking fevers is bad. But it says a doctor's goal is not just to cure disease. It's to cure disease within the confines of what's reasonable and tolerable to the patient. Fevers can have marginal benefits in fighting infections, but they hurt. It says, and I go to the doctor to stop hurting. I don't care about double blind studies when I'm shivering under a blanket. That's facts. Cause I remember, bro, when I had a fever, it was in it was in 2021, bro. It was in 2021, cause that's when I had a girl. And I remember, bro, like I was I was shivering like a motherfucker. I was shaking. I was hot. Nigga, I remember I had to lay on the floor because it was cold. Oh my God, I was throwing up green shit. Oh my God, it was like somebody just dragged me. And I'm like, bro, just drag me. I don't care. For real. But, fevers are good. Hold up. Hold up, I gotta go use it real quick.
You about to go to sleep? Huh? We about to go to sleep? What time you got work? I'm not to the store. I'm not going to 7-Eleven.
Give me some.
Fuck you, nigga. Take a minute. You going?
Nerds. One nerd right here.
What's wrong?
Nah, no, give me 2 Snickers. The candy, the ice cream.
The ice cream?
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. This fucking chair, man. This fucking chair, dude. This fucking chair keep breaking, dude. I could really be in the movie. My head is itching. Yeah. Right. So we talking about Julius, and you know how now he won the Nobel Prize because he was thinking reasonably. You know that logically, he was thinking logically, and that killed a lot of patients. You feel me? So, and we learned about how the fevers are not, bad. They're beneficial to us. They're good. But it say a doctor's goal is not just to cure disease. It's to cure disease within the confines of what's reasonable and tolerable to the patient. With that word reasonable. It say fevers can have marginal benefits in fighting infections, but they hurt. It say, and I go to the doctor to stop hurting. I don't care about double-blind studies when I'm shivering under a blanket. It say, if you have a pill that can make a fever stop, give it to me now. That's what we would intuitively think. It say it may be rational to want a fever if you have an infection, but it's not reasonable. Let me reread that. It say, because y'all gotta remember, the chapter we're reading is called reasonable, rational. It say it might be rational to want a fever if you want an infection, but it is not reasonable, right? It say that philosophy aiming to be reasonable instead of rational is one more people should consider when making decisions with their money. So now we get into the money concept of reasonable and rational. It's a academic finance is devoted to finding the mathematical optimal investment strategy, right? So that's what academic finance is devoted, right? It says my own theory is that in the real world, in the real world, you know, it says people do not want the mathematically optimal strategy. They want the strategy that maximizes for how well they sleep at night. Henry won the Nobel Prize for exploring the mathematical trade-off between risk and return. He was once asked how he invented his own money and described his portfolio allocation in the 1950s. It say when his models were first developed, this is what he said. This is what Henry said. He said, I visualized my grief if the stock market went way up, and I wasn't in it. And it says, or if it went way down and I was completely in it. It say, my intention was to minimize my future regrets. So I split my contributions 50-50 between bonds and equities. I love when they talk about the market. Because I love the stock market. It printed me money while I was asleep. Let me fix that. It's printing me money while I'm asleep. That's what it's doing, right? It say Henry eventually changed his investment strategy, diversifying the mix. But two things here are important. Listen, it say one is that minimizing future regret is hard to rationalize on paper, but easy to justify in real life. Let me reread that again for you and me. It say one. It say one. So we're talking about two important things here, right? It's a one is that minimizing future regrets. What does it mean by minimizing future regrets? Basically saying like, okay, what can I do to make these regrets little? How can I minimize it? It's a one is that minimizing future regrets is hard to rationalize on paper, but easy to justify in real life. A rational investor makes decisions based on numerical facts. A reasonable investor makes them in a conference room surrounded by coworkers you want to think highly of you, with a spouse you don't want to let down, or judge against the silly but realistic competitors that are your brother-in-law, your neighbor, and your own personal doubts. They say investing has a social component that's often ignored when viewed through a strictly financial lens. It say the second is that this is fine. Jason, who conducted the interview when Henry described how he invested, later reflected, right? Hold up. So it says the second is that this is fine. It say Jason, who conducted the interview when Henry described how he invested, later reflected. It say my own view is that people are neither rational nor irrational, right? We are human. We don't like to think harder than we need to, and we have unsensing demands on our attention. It's a seen in that light. There's nothing surprising about the fact that the pioneer of modern portfolio theory built his initial portfolio with so little regard for his own research, nor is it surprising that he adjusted it later. Hold up, y'all. But my lips is busted right now. I keep licking them. Come on. Hold up, bro. I gotta go find some chapstick because my lips is busted. Oh my god. Bro.